Yeah, it's a pleasure being in the presence of a big man like you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You have been collaborating with artists on your projects as a DJ for more than 10 years right now.
Yeah.
What has motivated you to continue, given that many other DJs have stopped doing by now?
So for me, I have so much passion for what I do, and that's my driving force at the end of the day. Even when I decided I want to be a DJ, before that, I wanted to make music. I wanted to be an artist, but my dad wasn't in support of that. But at some point when I grew to a certain age, I had to start making decisions. And then DJing was my comfort zone. So having done that, I told myself, okay, we've gotten to a certain level with this. Let's incorporate music into it. So it's all been the passion. And when you have passion for something, even when it seems like it's not making sense, you still find yourself pushing and pushing and pushing till eventually everything now becomes, or rather, it now gets to the level you expect. So for me, it's been the passion, and music is what I love doing. I sleep with music, I wake with music, I walk with music, I eat music. So
Yeah.
no stopping anytime soon, man.
Do you also make beats?
I make beats earlier in my career. That was my main focus. I started creating beats, but as time would pass by, I got really, really busy and
Yeah.
finding time to create beats and being in the studio where when I have bookings, I need to be on the road. It became a bit difficult, so I had to slow down on the production and focus more on the DJing and performing. But I still co-produce because I have like producers signed to my label, Neptune Records. So what I do sometimes is when I have an idea, I get into the studio, I list the idea with them, they pick it up, I come, I listen, I finesse it, take whatever I want to take out, add whatever I think needs to be added to the beat. And we get it jumping.
When you started first, was it easy for artists to collaborate with you? Was it difficult?
So I would say my journey has been a bit smooth in the essence that when I started DJing, 2, 3 years into my career, I got on radio. So I was a radio DJ. So I did that for straight 6 years. And while I was at it, I was able to build relationship with artists. Like most of them would want their song to be played on my show. So it was more like a barter thing. Like, okay, you do this for me when you need my service, regardless of whatever you're doing. Maybe you're putting a show together or whatnot. So when it was time for me to start making music, I've
Yeah.
been able to build that relationship with different talents and artists. Sometimes when you want to do something with somebody, credibility matters. When you look into all of that and you see that, okay, Neptune is good at what it does. Neptune is
Yeah.
cool, calm-headed. The synergy has to be right. So I wouldn't say it was all that difficult, but sometimes some collaborations doesn't come easy. But I'm a very patient guy.
Yeah.
Um,
That's awesome. So you have worked with almost all the major artists in Nigeria. Davido was one of the first ones you collaborated with, and you have done more than one project with the guy. What has been your experience working with him, with Davido?
David is an amazing guy. David is always ready when you're ready to work. Providing the fact that he is available at that time. So working with David, my first single with David should be 2016. And then in 2018, 2 years after, we created something else. And the synergy, like I mentioned earlier, was right. And we've been able to keep that good relationship. David, when he started his career, I was already kind of like, I was already in the system already. So we made friends from the early days in his career, and we just kept that relationship going on. I respect him. He's a good guy, very hardworking, and he gets whatever he wants as long as his mind is set to it. So I love people like that. And it's been an amazing experience working with David and every other artist I've worked with as well. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's all about relationship, and also respecting yourself and respecting these people because they're also busy and busy as well. So if I'm trying to get the collaboration and it's not happening at that particular time, I just have it at the back of my mind that, okay, maybe this is not the right time. At the right time, this collaboration would come to pass. I mean, as long as we've initiated the conversation.
Oh yeah. One of your biggest hits is Bienvenue with Ruga. Why do you think it was very successful?
Why was Bienvenue very successful? One, Bienvenue is a very good music. It's an amazing record. Shout out to Ruga, shout out to Choke Boy and Cook Beats on the production and all the entire team. I worked with Pink Films on the video. Bienvenue is an amazing record. He's still doing very well. Ruga is on tour right now in Europe. I think he's about to head to Canada or something, and he's been performing the song on his tour. And the response has been crazy. I've been seeing the video. And for me, when I'm making music, I like to make quality music. I don't make music for now. I
Yeah.
make music that will stand the test of time. Like 5 years from now, when you hear it, it still sounds fresh. I like authentic music, and Bienvenue is one of those type of record.
Wow, that's awesome. Joe Boy is one of the artists that you have featured frequently in your songs. Why is that? Probably is very close to you.
Yeah, because funny enough, we spoke on the phone a couple of hours ago. So with Joe as well, like I was there at the beginning,
Okay.
I mean, Mr. Easy introduced him, and the funny thing, I don't
Yeah.
say this that much. I was meant to manage Joe Boy, like the very first interviews, I took him along and all of that. But I mean, I have my own busy schedule, and I was just being honest to myself, like it won't be fair for me to be this busy, and then I'm trying to propel Joe Boy as well. But he's an amazing talent, amazing guy. He's cool-headed as well. He's always ready to work whenever I reach out to him. I have respect for him, and I believe he has the same for me. And I mean, in all, he's an amazing talent.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Have you ever worked with Wizkid?
So with Whiskey, we've not done a record together, but we were close to having a collaboration um 3 years ago or thereabout, but as at that time, I had my hands on so many things and we spoke about it and he understood, but definitely there would be a Neptune and Whiskey record. I mean, sometime very, very soon, very, very soon for a fact.
What about Burna Boy?
I featured Burna Boy on my debut album. If you go back to Greatness One, track two, if I'm not mistaken, the title of the song is called Shayo. That was DJ Neptune Burna Boy. And yeah, I mean, I'm always open to work with amazing talents. I know everyone is busy, everyone has grown big.
Yeah.
The vision is now bigger. Same on my side as well. But for me, collaboration doesn't have to be forced. When it's gonna happen, it will happen. And I feel those kind of record always stand the test of time because everyone's putting your energy in it, creating the record, pushing the record together to make sure everyone enjoys it. So definitely more collaborations.
Among Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido, who is the easiest to reach and to work with, and why?
So everyone has their mode of work, to be honest. Like I could send David a DM and then maybe like in a couple of hours or minutes, or it might take a day, depending on his busy schedule, he would respond. I mean, with Burna Boy, I know like his team is like very, very well. Not saying David's team is not intact, Burna as well, but Burna, I think we ran into each other in the club. I'm like, Neptune's like he's busy, he's on the road. I mean, we see these things like from city to city, but
Yeah.
we ran into each other in the club, and it was just like loud music, exchange greetings, and there was no time to talk about collaborating, But with Wizkid, last time we communicated, it was via DM as well, So I mean, like, I'm cool with everyone, and I believe they're cool with me as well,
Oh yeah.
And for me, when it's time to work, if the time is right, all these things will happen. Like, I don't force things on people. Like, I just like it to be natural.
Yeah. Yeah. For a long, long time, you have mostly collaborated with singers. What made you come up with No More Day featuring Choreograph, Young Lunya, Ice Prince, and others?
So it's been my tradition when I'm working on a project to have a hip hop song. And I'll take you way back. 2015, I did the same with Fino and Sarkodie from Ghana. The
Yeah.
title of that song is Believe. In 2018, when I was working on my debut album, I had MI and Jesse Jaggs. That was Blood and Fire. In 2020, when no 2021, when I was releasing my sophomore album, I had Ladipo, I had Lekon, and I had YJ. Track one, that was a hip hop song as well. And I do this because I'm a DJ, and if I go by the history of DJing is synonymous to an MC and a DJ behind the decks. You know, that's
Yeah.
hip hop. And for me, it's really right to represent the culture in as much as I'm trying to also make commercial music as well. So that's just something that's been stuck in my head. And I mean, collaborating with this amazing talent on normal day was just the right thing to do because I was trying to expand that from the Western region to the Eastern side and make it like a Pan-African record, you know. So that's why I have Ice Prince, I have NCs, I have Magneto from Nigeria, I have Calligraph Jones from Kenya, and then I have Young Lunya from Tanzania. So that was a very deliberate move, you know. But I
Okay.
mean, I'm happy everyone is loving the record and it's doing well. And I can see
Yeah.
the video playing as well.
Yeah, it's playing behind my back. We have so many rappers here in Tanzania. And why did you choose Young Lunya among them?
I feel young Lunya is talented. We ran into each other on a flight and we didn't even say a word to each other because, I mean, I'm sure as at that time he didn't know who I was and I didn't know who he was, but I just felt like, he's either a rapper or an artist or maybe a soccer star player. And this
Yeah,
was when I was on tour. I was on tour in Tanzania actually. This was last year and I was taking the flight from Dar es Salaam to, I was going to Arusha and I was going to stop at Kilimanjaro the airport and they were going to Rwanda. So the next day, when I was done with my gig from Arusha on my way back to Kigali for the basketball finale,
yeah.
that was when I was presented with like tons of songs that they needed me to play at the after party, and I saw Young Luya. So from there, I listened to the record like, this is hard. You know, and then I saw that face again, like this was the guy I was on the flight with yesterday, you know. So I
Okay.
sent him a DM. You know, from there, we just established the connection, and when it was time to work, we worked. I mean, I know there are a lot of amazing talents from Tanzania, rappers, singers, whatnot, you know, but I mean, for this particular track, I feel Young Gloria was the perfect fit, you know, plus the fact that he's very, very talented as well, you know. So I'm open to working with other rappers, with other Tanzanian artists. I mean, there's ongoing conversations already with some of my other friends and people that I'm getting to know, you know,
Yeah.
and I just want to make beautiful, you know,
Uh,
regardless of who I feel, you know, the type,
abso-
like that's it.
Absolutely. So, Neptune, what is your honest opinion on Tanzanian music?
I'll tell you for a fact, right? Like Tanzanian artists make beautiful songs. The melody is insane. Yeah, I tell people music knows no boundary, regardless of your language, whatever you speak. But if the melody and the rhythm is right, it hits you regardless of wherever you are from any part of the world, and you connect with it. And this is something Tanzanian artists have been doing beautifully well. Because I like to do my research. You know, when from the outside world, you would feel like, oh, when it comes to Tanzanian artists and music, it's diamond platinum, it's harmonized, and the rest. But that's not the narrative because being there, I've heard songs from J Melody, from Mario, Rayvani, Nandi,
Yeah.
Nuchu. I hope I got that right.
Zuchu.
Jukes, like yeah, Zuchu, Jukes, the list is endless, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's this one by the title is Burunda.
Jaiva.
That record is nah. The first day I heard that, I like, nah, this is insane. You know, so like beautiful music is coming out from Tanzania, you know, and I tell anyone that cares to listen, and whenever I get the opportunity to speak about music from Africa, like watch out for Tanzanian artists, like, and I'm happy with guys like Harmonize. I mean, I'm single that did very well. when it was released last year. Simba's KOMASAVA is tearing the world like everywhere because I was on tour in Asia like a couple of weeks ago, and every country I went to like is already an anthem, you know. So that's good for Tanzanian music and the artists. That's also good for African music in general.
And actually, I saw uh, you commented twice on Diamond's Platinum's posts about KOMASAVA, and you told him that KOMASAVA is it's going up. It's like
Yeah.
catching the waves. So I can
Yeah, we
be
we
the
also had
witness
a
for
private
that.
chat as well. We also had a private chat as well because I had to tell him like, bro, like I'm in Bali right now. I'm in the club and Komasava is playing and everyone is going crazy. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like, yeah, I had to share clips with him, you know. So that's what we do for each other, man. You know, like let the people know how the music is traveling out there. Like I said, music knows no boundary. And as a DJ, we get to move around. We see these things, we work with music, you know. So it's only right to tell the story how it is, real time.
I was having an interview with a hip hop group here in Tanzania called Weusi. Have you ever heard of Weusi?
Nah, but now that you've told me, I'm gonna
I'll share their music. So we were
forward
talking
to do
about
that.
how hip hop in Africa is lag behind compared to, the singers. Like we have like big artists, big names in the in singing category compared to hip hop. And it's very rare now to see, an underground rapper or a new artist who is doing hip hop. Compared to singers like you see the likes of Ira Star, the likes of Tyler, we have many new artists who are singing, but not many artists who are doing hip hop compared to, 5 years or 6 years ago. What do you think the problem is here in Africa? What is the problem with African hip hop?
Um, so I wouldn't say African hip hop is dead. It's there, but I feel the world is not just paying that much attention as they used to. And this is not just only to African hip hop. I would say even like hip hop in the Western world. You know,
Yes.
you're not gonna compare hip hop of the days of the Dr. Dre's, the Snoop Dogg's, before we even come to like the Notorious B.I.G., the Tupacs, with the kind of hip hop that we have right now. Like there's been that culture shift, you know, and then everyone just wants to make commercial music, you know. But that's where guys like myself come in with songs like with tracks like Normal Day. Like, listen, guys, you need to pay attention because this is a culture. It's always been a culture, you know, and we just need to pay more attention. And then also, I feel the media as well have a part or a role to play in this because the more you keep sounding this, you make it out, you make it like a movement, the people would kind of like tilt to it because at the end of the day, music is music. I mean, you listen to reggae dancehall, you listen to amapiano, you listen to Afrobeat, you listen to bongo flavor. You, hip hop is also music as well. There's something to pick from there, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel it's just the attention that is not there like it used to, which is really sad because you see rappers now like questioning themselves, okay, do I want to continue being a rapper? Do I want to
Yeah.
continue making hip hop music? Am I sure I don't want to go commercial so I can also start getting bookings, start making more money, you know? So those are the elements that we need to go back and start, putting them in place so the culture can grow. Because I mean, like African rappers are dope. That's
Yeah.
what I can say. They're dope.
Yeah, yeah. And do you remember there was a backlash in Nigeria when Wizkid said something negative about, hip hop and the rappers in Nigeria, attacked him, something like that. This is a conversation that also, continues here in Tanzania. And I hope the message is clear to them. Nigeria has produced some of the biggest artists globally. Many African countries aspire to achieve the same success. What should they do to reach that level? Because Nigeria is up there.
I'll be honest with you, like everyone is putting in so much hard work from different corners, from the production, to the video directors, to the artists themselves, to the promoters, and then the media, you know. So it's that collaboration that needs to continue. So with Nigerian artists or Afrobeat artists, you might look at them now and be like, oh, they're up there, but 20 years ago, they were here. So
Yeah.
it's all the build up from the hard work that's happening, and then there would always be competition, but it's beautiful when it's healthy competition in the sense that when you do something, when you achieve something, it inspires me to want to work hard and achieve what you've achieved, or maybe do more. And then that also inspires someone else to want to also do more. And before you know it, like it just keeps elevating the culture, the music, you know. I mean, I don't want to say numbers because people will say, oh, Nigerians, they have over 200 million. The population is also helping, but at the end of the day, music is
Yeah.
music. You
Yeah.
have the Western world consuming our music, who are not even Nigerians, they are not Africans, but it's just that effort of taking the music from our motherland and putting it in their faces. So I feel we need to have more collaboration, more healthy collaboration, more healthy competition. Don't look at what Mr. A is doing and feel threatened and try to cut their glory short. Instead, support them, push them, get inspired so you can also do yours. Someone else is going to support you. And that way, we just keep elevating the genre, the game, the culture, and the sound.
Okay. Neptunes, what's your opinion on the rise of female DJs in Africa who are mostly beautiful? Do you think they're shining because of
I
their
love,
beauty?
I love it. It's not just, I mean, you're going to go perform regardless of your beauty. People are not going to dance to your beauty at the end of the day. They're going to dance to music. So if
Yeah.
if the mixing is not right, if the song selection is not right, you can't stand the test of time. But I love what's happening. You know how they say what a man can do, a woman
Yeah.
can do better. That's basically what's been in play. That's what's been playing for the past couple of years. And I love it. I mean, like I would want to use this opportunity to encourage more ladies who are aspiring to become DJs, producer, or whatnot. Like go for it. Go for it. Like the market is big, the market is wide. We're all gonna make money at the end of the day. Like I can't be the only one to play all the gigs. Other DJs are going to get booked. So there's a market for you. You just have to make sure you do your homework right. You do the right thing, learn the basics, know how to actually be a DJ. Don't just base yourself on the looks or the body. No, that's not going to sustain you for that long. Make sure you're good at the job. And then when people are having discussions of who to book or whatnot, you come into the conversation. So kudos to all the female DJ artists bringing up. We need more of them because it's just going to keep elevating the game and the culture.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think you will reach a time when you retire and
Definitely, definitely, definitely. There's always the time for everybody. That's just the basics about life. And if you understand these things, it helps you, it helps your transition from one level to another level. I mean, I've been doing this for 2 decades,
yeah.
and I'm grateful to still be here and still be in the conversation. But at some point, we have younger DJs coming up, it's just how it is. But I would say I'm lucky being a DJ because I mean I've seen artists come and go, different generation, some maybe 5 years in the game, 2 years in the game, 10 years in the game. But me, 2 decades in the game, I'm still here. So definitely there's gonna be a time when I will take the bow and make way for someone else. But when we get there, we'll know. But for now, we're still pushing the culture and the brand, the name DJ Neptune.
Are you still playing on radio?
Ah, I'll be honest, no, not for now. But
Okay.
I'm always radio. So like I have like few of the radio stations I've worked at from Raper FM to Urban FM, their family, so anytime when I feel like, you know what, I want to come on radio, like the doors are open. This is your home. Come do what you want to do. So radio has always been my first love. That's always been my first love.
Who is the most skillful between radio DJ and the club DJ?
So it depends. It depends, to be honest. And this is me throwing in my opinion, and whoever feels this will work for them, so be it.
Yeah.
As a DJ, need to be versatile. You need to know when you're on radio and you're DJing. When you're DJing on radio, you want to be able to touch different genre of music. You can be skillful, but you want to reduce your skills because you're not seeing who you're performing to. You know, it's different when you're in the club and then you're training your skills, and then some people don't understand what you're doing and they feel irritated and
Yeah.
they immediately. But when you're on radio, you're not seeing those people. So you want to
It-
do your techniques in and out real quick, show yourself, and still go into smooth blending, nice transitioning, good choice of music because you have millions of people listening to you on radio. You know, so if you find yourself in the club, if you find yourself on radio, if you're playing at the concert and you understand the different audience, it will help you go far as a DJ, irrespective of you being skillful or you have a very good knowledge for music. So that's just my opinion.
Okay. Are you available when an artist needs you to go with him or her on his or her tour?
Bro, it's money, man. If the money is good, why? I'm, I'm a businessman. If the money is right, why not? You know, but shout out to NATO C because that also added to my career in 2008. I don't like to say this. I don't brag. That's just me.
Yeah.
But I could say we were the first set of African talents that had that synergy of an artist and a DJ band. You know, I'm talking about the rapper NATO C. I'm
Yeah.
sure you probably heard it.
I know him. I know him.
You know, and what that did for me is we toured Africa, we toured Europe, North America, and that opened my eyes to different culture, to meeting different people, to networking and all of that. You know, so I mean, if any artist comes around and say, listen, I want you to DJ for me, I want you to get on the road with me, and the money is right, because I'm also on the road doing my own bookings and tours and shows. But if the money is right, I'm a businessman, why not? I'll do it.
Which city is very attractive to you monetary wise when you're booked to? Which city do you like most to play?
Now you're trying to set me up. So you know, like different bookings with different events and different deliverables, right? Because I mean, some events are just like maybe like guest club DJing, while some is like a festival or whatnot. So I would say maybe for the past 2 years, um, I think Rwanda has given me good money. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the new release, No More Day. What inspired the project, No More Day?
So normal day, basically, if you listen to the lyrics, it's just everyone expressing what they do on a normal day. What you might take serious with your life is what we do on a normal day. Like if you listen to X's line when he said 20 girls, 40 bottles, DJ Neptune on deck, it's a normal day. But to some people, they might have to plan for like a week or
Yeah.
2 weeks to get their friends to save money together to go have that kind of enjoyment or live that kind of life, you know. So normal day is basically just like expressing yourself. So you can even come from your own angle and be like, on a normal day, I mean, I'm self-employed. I don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. to rush to nobody's office. I wake up when I want to wake up. You know, I sleep when I want to sleep. That's your lifestyle, what you do on a normal day, you know. So that's for normal day. And then there's another single that I dropped with normal day. That's Ooh La La with
Okay.
Savage and Uga, you know. So that's like an Afro piano sound, like a blend of Afro beats and Amapiano. And that's doing crazily well as well. The video for that is about to drop this week, probably tomorrow or next, you know, and it's getting good attention. So for now, Ulala with Eriga and Savage, and Normal Day with my brothers Ice Prince, Ensigns, Young Luya, Calligraph Jones, Magneto, and boom. But I mean, all of this is a build up to my next project, my album,
Okay. Yeah.
Greatness 3. Uh, I'll be out August 30th. You know, one more single next month with a female artist. I'm not going to mention the name, you know, but that's just exclusive, you know. So look out for that on the 9th of August. And then we build up to the release of the album, 30th of August, Greatness
Oh
3.
yeah. Oh yeah. We can't wait to hear your next album, and I just believe it's gonna be dope because You're a pro in this. You ain't gonna stop.
Nah, no stopping, man. We just getting started. We're just getting started. We're just getting
Okay.
started, man. Yeah, thank you so much. When I touch down Tanzania, I'll come visit you. We'll link up, chop it up, have a good
Yeah.
time. Live
Yeah.
a normal day like that. And yeah, yeah.
You're welcome, brother. See you.
Thank you.
Get in the know, come on and get with us. We've got